When we had last left the Nameless One, following a whole bunch of escapades, running in and around Sigil, back and forth all over town in search of some missing pieces, some keys and ways to activate keys and a portal itself, they finally had all of the requisite pieces, perhaps to go finally pay a visit to none other than Ravel. But before they would do that, they would wrap up a few other miscellaneous things real quick. This is Planescape Torment, Enhanced Edition. Welcome back. And, as I just alluded to, some folks wrote in with some information, including that there are other things we could do if we wanted to before we proceed through the portal, which in and of itself is a bit of a slight point of no return. And that being that we could go to the Sensorium and try to find the mage tutor who was not present there, but we'll have to be a mage ourselves, and there's a little quest associated with that. And I figured we may as well do all these things, right? Okay, let's swap over. Hello, Dakin. I want you to swap my class around. Talk about your teachings. I want to resume the art.
I feel stronger.
Okay.
I feel stronger. All right. All right.
Okay. And we don't have to maintain this. So let's use this here. I may as well use it to get around here real quick. Let's go to the clerk's ward.
I'm gone.
And up here. And if we chat around... yeah, we may find out some sort of information on where to find the tutor. Which was back this way, yeah, with all of the fireball blast marks on the walls. Or lightning bolts. Anything hot. Okay. Hello, mage in training. May as well ask you. This person is staring intently at a metal panel mounted on the chamber's wall. Okay, we've seen this before. Oh god, is it Jumble Murder Sense, actually, that I need to talk to? Jumble gives you an awkward bow and an uneasy look. It's clear he'd rather not have anything more to do with you. Just passing. Okay, same as before. Maybe one of the mages not attempting to shoot. Oh, here we go. This person is carrying a sheaf of papers and unwound scrolls. They occasionally pause to look through them and read portions of what's written aloud, practicing elaborate hand motions as they do so. They look up as you come to stand before them. Greetings? Greetings! What is this place?
This is where aspiring mages can come to train and study. Many wizards took their first steps in the art as fledgling sorcerers here.
Okay, well, wizards and sorcerers is a very different thing, from what I've come to gather. Well, where's the trainer?
Updated my journal.
I do not know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest you try the Sensoriums. She spends much of her time there.
They lower their voice, frowning.
Perhaps too much.
The Sensoriums?
Ask Splinter, just inside the Festhall's entrance of them. You cannot reach them yourself, but he will take you there.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
I'm gone.
I wonder why they decide to make it to where you can't reach the Sensoriums yourself. Did Splinter have that much wild information to where he has to be an NPC that you're required, right? That makes Splinter like required path, right? There's no way to skip past Splinter. You have to talk to Splinter to do the game. Is he that important? Okay. Hello. Let's see. Can you help me? I would like to go to the Sensoriums. I think we saw Lady Thorncombe, in fact. Was it in the public Sensoriums, though?
I'm gone.
Let's have a look. Right, I think I remember seeing her. In fact, wasn't she over in one of the bigger ones? Here, let me check these first. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay. Hello, Lady Thorncombe. This woman is still meandering about the sensorium, traveling from stone to stone. She looks you over as you approach, but does not seem to recognize you. Are you by chance Lady Thorncombe? Her eyes widen momentarily. She looks away from you.
No. No, I'm not, sir.
But I think that you are, madame. I was told you are the mage's tutor of the Civic Festhall. You're a terrible liar, you know. Who are you then, if I may ask? Just the same, I had some questions. I'll take my leave then, farewell. Oh, who are you then? She smiles nervously.
No one of consequence, I assure you.
Might I have your name?
Oh, I'm,
Adana. Adana. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Alright, that's enough of this. I think we both know who you are, Lady Thorncombe. You are actually Lady Thorncombe, mage's tutor of the Civic Festhall. Am I correct? You're a terrible liar, you know? I think we both know who you are. Lady Thorncombe puts on a sullen look.
And if I was this woman, what of it?
I'd hoped to receive training in the magical arts.
Updated my journal.
I shall dash your hopes to pieces then. I no longer wish to teach magic. Now, go. Leave me in peace.
But why not?
As if it were any concern of yours.
But it is. I seek to learn and you can teach. I would know what I might do to convince you to train me. She sighs loudly and resumes chewing on her thumbnail.
I doubt there's much you can offer me which I cannot find on my own. The sensory stones provide me with all things that my considerable wealth cannot buy.
The sensory stones?
Yes. Each stone has recorded within it one experience or another. When I first came to these halls, I spent little time with them. Only now do I realize what I had been missing.
What had you been missing?
Updated my journal.
She nods, smiling. Her eyes take on a glassy sheen, and she holds herself tightly.
One could spend lifetimes here, among the stones, experience their wondrous experience. Mere words cannot express their magnificence. I can only suggest that you see for yourself, sir.
You sound addicted. She snarls at you.
Nonsense. I could stop any time I wished. I merely choose to bask in their wonder. Why waste time teaching dawdling, ungrateful magelings when I could remain here, among these precious stones, living 100 lives each day?
Okay. Well, I don't think the stones are there for that. Shouldn't you seek sensations of your own to share?
What you think matters little to me. Farewell.
Are we getting some, like, meta commentary into, like, people who, play and enjoy games a little bit too much to the detriment of other facets of their life, right? Okay. Well, what the fuck? Let's see. Lady Thorncombe squints at you as if trying to remember who you were. Suddenly she frowns pointedly.
You. I hope you have not come here in an ill-fated attempt to drag me back to the training chamber, because I most certainly shall not go.
I just had some questions, actually.
Very well. Ask what you wish.
She sounds apathetic. I had questions about you. As you begin to ask your question, you realize she's not looking at you, let alone paying you any attention. Lady Thorncombe, my question?
Very well. Ask what you wish.
She sounds apathetic. About this place? Okay, same as before. Huh. Okay, journal. I wonder what I could do to convince her to teach once more. Can I interact with this? Begin the sensation? No. It's probably magically related, right? Maybe I could use friends on her? Let's give it a shot. I'll quick save just in case. Or friends on myself. Had some questions. Well that didn't do it. About one of these other ones. Maybe pacify? I feel like that's unlikely. Well, I don't think that's it. I'm gonna reload that. Okay.
I'm gone.
Could I talk to one of the sensates over? Oh, maybe I could get her evicted. Maybe I could get her removed. Okay. I had some questions. No, okay. Actually, hang on. There was a no in there. Questions? Does that answer your questions? No, it doesn't. Okay, that cannot help you. Okay. Maybe I can speak with a sensate? No. Okay, let's travel back down here. Maybe I could talk to Splinter about it? I had some questions. How can you help me? No. I had another question. Is there anyone here who might know about Ravel? Kel? Okay, farewell.
All right.
What the fuck? Who would I even talk to about her? Maybe I can go and chat with the mages in the room about a way I could get her out. I could, like, have Mort taunt her, but I feel like that's not what the game wants me to do. Okay, let's try over this way. Hello, mage in training. What is this place? Where's the trainer? Sensoriums. Okay, same. What the hell?
Done.
Okay. Maybe I need... Do I have a spell here I could just use? Power of 1. Balance in all things. Maybe that's it. Isn't that on self, though? Yeah, caster only. Well, that's not going to help out. What could we do? I guess I could go to, like, the private sensoriums and talk to, like, Kel? Unless someone else here knows. Maybe Mertwin? Had some questions, Mertwin? No. Do we think maybe one of the other trainers knows? Let's go over here and chat with this person. Kisai. Hello? I had some questions about this place. No, never mind. Okay. Shit, dude, I don't know. A means to get her to stop getting so into them? God, I don't know. Maybe Yolmi? Has Yolmi had anything to do? I had some questions, Yolmi. No, okay. There was like at least one high-ranking, high-powered wizard outside. Maybe I could chat with them about this too? They were involved in another quest already, though.
Done.
Sarhava Visual. Okay, refuses to speak with me. Salabesh the Onyx. I had some questions. Oh, okay. You see Salabesh the Onyx. He makes a brief but graceful half bow.
Again, you stand before me.
Yes, I had some questions.
About what, Not the ward and the like, I hope. Plenty of more common folk could answer such questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them.
What did you mean by future mage tutor of the Festhall?
It's a prestigious position. To be an official tutor in one of the Festhall's training chambers, it's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but the title's currently in the possession of Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I'd be a superior tutor.
You could always bring up the fact that she's addicted to sensory stones. She doesn't seem to want to teach anymore.
Updated my journal.
Salabesh's tight lips curl into a nasty smile.
Is she now? And she no longer cares to teach? Excellent.
He rubs his hands together eagerly. Okay, Mr. Burns.
I'll request to be made the new mage's tutor shortly then.
Fantastic. Okay. I told Salabesh that Lady Thorncombe spent all her time in the sensorium and no longer wished to teach. He was eager to take up her position himself, but I'm unsure as to how good a tutor he'd be. Perhaps I'd best inform Lady Thorncombe of his intentions to give her a final chance to sort out her priorities. Okay, we're giving her like an ultimatum. Sure, over here. Let's see. How can you help me? May I go to the public sensorium?
Done.
Thank you. And Thorncombe? Lady Thorncombe, okay. I just wondered if you knew that Salabesh was happy to hear of your decision and is requesting to be made the new mage's tutor.
Salabesh, that portly little oaf. The man couldn't magic his way out of a mildewed sack. Now what is this decision you speak of?
Why, your decision to remain in the sensoriums and to no longer train less experienced mages.
Updated my journal.
What? But I...
Yes, Lady Thorncombe?
She glares at you. Asinine. Wholly asinine. You should see Salabesh again. Tell him not to bother. I shall return to the training chambers at once.
Perhaps I'll see you there, Lady Thorncombe. Farewell. Oh, I got 12k. And with a little fade to black, she's gone. Should I also actually talk to Salabesh for real? I guess we may as well. Hello? I had some questions. Oh, here we go. So whatever happened to your becoming mage tutor of the Festhall?
That vacuous, scatterbrained child of a woman, Thorncombe, finally saw fit to leave the sensoriums and return to teaching, so my chance is lost. I do not wish to speak of it any longer.
Salabesh continues to mumble foul curses beneath his breath. Okay, farewell. Let's go check in with her then. Oh, this way. Great. And then after this, let's see. Oh, alright. I've got this thing open up on my second screen here. There's a drunken mage at a bar in the clerk's ward who complained to you before about his life being ruined. I remember that. And also, I've met someone who robs people of their desires, and we can introduce them to each other. Okay. God, who robs someone of their desires? I don't even remember that now. Let me see. Okay. Who was the person that takes your desires? Oh, it was one. It wasn't it in the brothel? Was that it? It was definitely like a horny time. Okay. Still, we should go meet that person. Okay, hello, Lady Thorncombe. Lady Thorncombe nods at you, but you're not clear as to whether she recognizes you or not. She strained her clothes and hair and looks quite the aging, but attractive noblewoman, but still seems far away and easily distracted. Greetings. Are you here to train in the magical arts? No, but I had some questions.
My time and attention is reserved for my students, sir. I suggest you speak with one of them, better yet, someone less occupied.
Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, I'm here for training.
Very well. Answer me these questions if you would.
She proceeds to test your intelligence and reasoning ability with a long series of logic and word puzzles. Answer her questions as best you can. You answer the last of her questions, and she nods pleased.
You are a mage by trade then, I take it?
That I am.
Are you ready to see what spells I can teach you then?
Please show me. Scroll of ID, Blur, oh my gosh, Elysium's Tears. Are there any that I would want to give to Dakin? I feel like Dakin's already got kind of a good setup. And I've tried to teach him more stuff, but it doesn't take. Yeah. I think we ought to just keep it as is here. Okay, well, speaking of Dakin, I will speak to him and revert back.
What is your will?
Okay. About your teachings, could you teach me back into being a fighter? Thank you. Good. Okay, lovely. That'll do.
Done.
And then let's go find out this cafe dude. I'm assuming we should talk to the person with the problem rather than the person with the solution. Okay. Which cafe was it, though?
Boulevard, also known as Wanker
I'm
City.
gone.
Was it the one here in the western end or the eastern end? I feel like the western end because that was a lot earlier on, but I don't know. Okay. Oh, Ponder Thought. Maybe that was, or maybe it was just literally Drunken Mage. Okay. This older man is staring into his stein of ale, misery etched into his features. The battered pewter mug is an unusual one, lightly engraved with strange runes and bearded faces, covered with a coat of thin frost. He looks up as you approach him.
Greetings, sir.
He looks slightly tipsy. What's that mug you've got? Okay.
This,
He looks down at the pewter mug.
I won this in a dice game. It's enchanted to keep whatever's in it freezing cold. In my case, cheap ale.
He frowns, rubs at his eyes, and takes another swig of his drink. Something wrong? He sighs and belches into his hand and nods as he takes another pull of ale.
Aye, something's wrong, all right. I've gone and lost my apprenticeship. Well hungover I was and botched my mentor's last experiment. All for this damn drink.
He sneers at the mug in his hand. But in seconds his expression softens and he takes another swig.
Ruins everything it does, this damnable drinking of mine.
Okay, why don't you stop drinking then? He shrugs and sighs miserably.
I simply cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I just need to drink. I try and stay away, but desire eventually overcomes me, and I cannot resist. Such a wreck I've become.
He throws back the last of his ale and calls for more. There's someone you should speak to. Unfulfilled Desire. You can find her in the Civic Fest. Oh, she was in the Civic Festhall. Was she one of the lecturers then? Talk to her of your love for drink. Soon you'll find you won't want it any longer.
Updated my journal.
His eyes brighten.
Truly, I shall go. Speak to her now. Then, I thank you, sir.
He pauses, looking down at his empty mug.
Here, I would have you take this. I need it no longer.
He hands you the rune-covered ale stein. Farewell. Frost Ale Mug. This large pewter ale stein is of unusual manufacture. Its surface etched with strange runes. It keeps its contents icy cold, whatever the surrounding temperature. Oh, I could have used this for getting the bird. The ice bird or whatever it was called.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get rid of this and... Oh, I also haven't exhausted Fall from Grace's dialogue because I did not talk to her about sensates yet. Okay, well, let's do that.
Yes?
Fall from Grace, could you tell me what you know about sensates, or these sensates?
The sensates are the faction of Sigil that are devoted to experience. Without sensation, we are blinded to much of the multiverse. Thus, sensates seek to experience as much as possible. When all is experienced, then the truth of the multiverse shall reveal itself.
Can I ask some other
Yes.
questions? Okay. Questions on our travels. Why did you set up the brothel?
I established the brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more
Okay, we've heard this. Other questions? Okay. Can you tell me what you know of Ravel again? Stir over your past again? Vrishchika doesn't care for you much.
No, she does not. I do not blame her.
What was she saying about you being a Batizu camp follower?
Surely you remember what I told you about my past.
Well, I was more curious about the camp follower part Vrishchika mentioned. What did she mean by that? And never mind then. Why did you say you don't blame Vrishchika for hating you? Yeah, what did she mean by camp follower? Fall from Grace takes on a curious expression. She seems to be studying you for a moment, trying to read your features. After a moment, she speaks, and her voice is quieter than normal.
Does it matter?
To me, yes. I'd like to know who I'm traveling with. No, it doesn't. Why do you say you don't blame Vrishchika for hating you? Yeah, I'd like to know.
In answer to your question, I will tell you this. The Batizu are not human. Their lusts lie in power, not for the flesh, and they care nothing for raping or rutting as humans do when they hold another human prisoner. The torments of the Batizu are far more subtle and far more damaging than any violation of the flesh, and the scars last far longer. Is that what you wish to know?
Okay. Yes, I just wanted to know who it was I was traveling with.
I thought you knew already.
Fall from Grace inclines her head slightly.
I was mistaken.
Why did you say you don't blame Vrishchika for hating you?
Vrishchika is a Tanaree, a fiend, like I, but of a different sort, an Alu fiend. To understand Vrishchika, you must understand that Tanaree culture is chaos, and chaos by nature cares nothing for fairness or justice. Alu fiends are viewed as being extraneous, without purpose. In many ways, it is worse than a death sentence.
Okay. Can I ask you some other questions? Is Alu Fiend? Is the Alu part also playing off of like... Is Alucard's name in Castlevania meant to be playing off of that as well? Like they're derived from the same source? Okay. I had some other questions instead. I guess she won't tell me more about the sensates, maybe because I joined them? How did you come by the name Fall from Grace? Okay. Sure, yeah, we've heard this before. Underlying sense of loss. Yeah, I think maybe I can't hear it now. Right? Maybe we're good.
Done.
Okay. Very well. Now also, I've been informed that there's some weird known issue with like audio when we go to this place. And that may be something worth bearing in mind. I'm gonna actually do a hard save here, since now I know that this is about to be a sort of point of no return. Let's see. Ravel's puzzle. Or maze, I guess. It's a sort of puzzle. Okay. Right, I will use it. We've read this before. You unfold the shimmering metal and immediately it begins crackling with life. It begins forming itself into a metallic circle, hovering in the air. There's something in your possession that has activated the portal. Dude, it's probably the orb. No, it's definitely not the orb. I'm tripping. It's one of the other things that, yeah, it's the shit that we spent so long accumulating. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on this orb that we got so long ago with Farad and all that. I feel like it's so mysterious and we don't really have an answer to it. You get the feeling that you probably ought to make sure you have everything you need. You might not be back in Sigil for a long time. Oh. Huh. Are we going to do a fucking time skip? What the fuck? Are we about to do a big fast forward? Okay, step through the portal. Yeah, fuck it. Step through. Ravel's Maze. Entrance to the black barbed maze. Okay, well, let's go this direction, I guess. So, before, when we had the Dream Builder, this is what it looked like, wasn't it? Oh, what the fuck? A Triget. Ugh. Okay.
Damn it.
Easy enough.
I'm gone.
Did you see that?
Okay. Let's see. And because I was told to be cautious with the audio, okay, so I can easily fix it by just tapping quick save and then quick load.
Done.
We can just immediately get the tracks. Oh. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? A purple. Okay. But yeah, we can easily reconfigure it and... Alright, well. Did I already find the way out?
What's up? Filthy stinker. Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
Lovely. Come on, Nordum, don't you want to talk about how this is a portal right here? Oh, it's a very big one, actually. This whole archway, or whatever it is the portal, not just the little vortex.
Processing. Plant life is not indigenous to structure.
Okay. Sure. Maybe I should use that portal.
Yeah?
Just to see what the hell happens.
Sure, why not?
Done.
You know what? I'm not sure if the quick save, quick load does work. Let's activate the portal.
Detected.
Oh, gosh.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. We went to another side of it. Okay, I gotcha. So this side is mania and this side is dementia. Makes sense. here. Oh, the purple is... Oh my gosh, it really fucked up Fall from Grace. Okay.
What's up? You leatherhead.
Die.
Maximally efficient strike.
Dude, it's going for everybody.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah? But a perfectly good waste of good is done.
Just folly.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
All right.
Lovely. Let's do a quick save. Continue down here. Ugh. Okay. I can barely even make sense of what I'm looking at. It's got to be said.
Huh?
Which
Your
I think
face
is
is
deliberate.
Error.
Begging. Good as done.
Error.
Like it's just a weird, gross soup
All right.
of, like, tendrils. Oh, you know what it looks like? It looks like if you get a little, thingamajig in your eye, in the periphery of your vision, and you notice it, right? The little, like, motes, the little, sometimes they're like little tiny microscopic creatures. Sometimes you see them in your periphery. It looks like that, right? That's what it looks like. Huh. And you can never quite focus directly on them because they always move around on the, like, surface of your eye. Liquid. Fluid. I don't know what you would call it.
What?
Okay.
Filthy stinkers.
Just folly.
What's up, Chief? Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
And your path is mine.
Great.
All right.
Well, if anything, I'm down for my character to get hit by this. Jesus. It's happening a lot. Does it happen as we... Is it like a trap that just triggers and it's not like in certain intervals?
What's the word, Chief?
It's gotta be it.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my... Good as done.
Just folly.
Oh, you know what? Should I give my other punch daggers to... Well, should I? 3 to 12. I definitely ought to be using my good ones. Yeah. We'll see how this works. The punch daggers of Shar are actually quite bad when it comes to damage. Yeah. Huh. We'll see how it is. We'll see. Because maybe the damage resist is worth it. Okay. The magic resist.
What's up? What a perfectly good waste of arms and
Maximally
legs.
efficient
Okay.
strike.
Done.
Can we reach this one from here? Ooh, we sure
Yeah.
can.
Imbecile. Sure, why not? Oh, you alley-bred dog. Huh? Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
Okay. Let's do another quick save here. Ravel's Black Barbed Garden, right in the center of everything. Is it worth it to explore the entirety of this place? I feel like it isn't, you know? I feel like not unlike our own maze, it's going to Well, there were there were a few doohickeys in there.
What?
Right? That's where we got our hammer.
Prime scum.
Maybe I should look around.
What's good is done.
Done.
Okay.
What's the word, Chief? Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eyes.
Got another one there on the left coming in.
Done.
Can I move further here to the right? Sucks to get Fall from Grace hit by that, but it's not too bad.
What's
Because
up?
she does have regen now.
Slattern. Yeah? Okay.
The Karak sings true.
Let's see, how much damage am I dealing? 5 piercing, 5 resisted. Dude, Anna hits very frequently. Okay. It's not terrible.
I'm gone.
Huh? Plain swine. Good as done.
I feel like I fought these things a lot in Act 2 of BG3.
I'm gone.
Okay, up here. You know, I'm not convinced we will find anything of interest here. Looks like whoever got the purple claw attack resisted it. We got a save throw. Okay. Sure. Well, we went through that area, I believe. So let's go back up into the middle. Oh, this is Ravel. Already, okay. Well, that was... Why is her maze so much fucking simpler than mine? Okay. Hello? The plump, hook-nosed crone before you doesn't look much like a myth. She is outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings, with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together to form the floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Study her for a moment. Leave the woman to her garden. Study her. A tangle of jagged gray hair juts from beneath the crone's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted gray roots. Sickly blue-gray flesh hangs in loose folds from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite, and 2 filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw, like small tusks. Ravel, attack before she notices you. Leave the woman to her garden. Ravel?
Visitors.
Are you gonna join my party? Okay. The crone's voice is thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are a dull, bloody red, with black veins running through them like tree branches. As she gazes at you, a strange, crawling sensation passes through you, like snakes burrowing beneath your skull. Greetings, Ravel.
Oh no, my pretty thing. Have you returned at last? You were gone so long, I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
Ravel? Okay. Ravel's face splits into a grotesque smile, displaying a row of chipped yellow fangs. I did forget, for a time. Now I have returned. How could I forget you, Ravel? Of course I remembered you, Ravel. I've known how to say your name the whole time as well. I've said it correctly the whole time. I miss you. But you hid yourself in a place that was difficult for me to reach. Come now. Did you not wish my company? I did forget for a time.
Have you? But what has returned?
She squints at you with her black veined eyes and hisses softly.
Let Ravel. Ravel.
It's like gravel. Ravel.
See how you've fared in this life.
She reaches out as if to caress you, and you suddenly notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wickedly sharp. Let her touch me. Do not touch me, Ravel. I only wish to trade words with you, nothing more. Strike her as she reaches out to touch you. I don't know. Is she gonna fuck me up and curse me if I let her touch me? I don't know if I want that. I only wish to trade words with you, nothing more.
Ah, always the cautious one, my most beloved of puzzles.
She withdraws her finger and lets it fall to her side.
So, did I mark you when you first came to me on the wastes with your... So did I mark you when you first came to me on the wastes with your challenge for Ravel?
I do not remember such a meeting. There is much that I have forgotten. What is this you're speaking of? I mean, I already told her that I didn't remember everything. There's much I have forgotten. Ravel gives a whispering sigh as she studies you.
Oh, sad, broken half-thing. All the pieces, no longer the one Ravel knew are you. Are you still a broken after all this sad time?
What do you mean? Ravel, your ritual you performed was flawed. It didn't work. Every time I die, or at least every time I used to die, I forgot myself and became somebody else. I'm broken, yes. Can you fix me? Help me remember. What do you mean?
A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not?
She points her ragged talon at your chest, at your scars.
Many and such scars you have. All scrawled on your skin. Many tales does your skin tell.
What are you talking about? What tales does my skin tell? What tales does my skin tell?
Your scars and tattoos shout to me. Here is a man in confrontation with the world.
Ravel makes a crooning noise, not unlike a dying bird.
Yes, such tales would shrivel even a hag's ears.
Tell me these tales. I would know them.
The tales are many. They echo of balance, imbalanced, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to sustain itself, and of torments, such torments flesh has never known.
When did what's the movie? Well, the series of movies, but as far as I've heard, the first one is the best one. With the Cenobites and Pinhead. God, what's it called? I forget. But when did that come out? Right? You know, with all the body horror and the, like, supernatural shit present in this game, I can't help but feel like it drew a little bit. Not entirely, but a little bit from that. And, you know, like, focuses on, like, puzzle boxes and stuff. Anyway. Balance imbalanced? Trials of war? Battles with fiendish elements? A creature that feeds on others from afar. Can I ask all of these if I go in order? I'll cross my fingers and hope. Alright. Balance imbalanced?
Divided in two, you were, when your mortality was peeled from you, no longer balanced, much broken in separation, both a blessing and a mistake. But more mistake than blessing, Ravel thinks.
You took my mortality? How?
Forgotten the how of it have I?
Ravel's gaze dims for a moment, the black veins swimming in her eyes.
And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten the moment have I, after the break, a seeing the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child, every bit of your being filled with emptiness. Terrible, even for these eyes.
So, that's why I feel hollow inside, because my mortality is gone. Very well. What are these other tales in my skin tells?
The tales are many. They echo of balance imbalanced, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to Okay.
So I think we can go through these. Trials of war?
Great trials of war. Much, too much to be borne by any mortal thing.
What war? Where?
This war touches all, my precious half-man. There is no place where its caress is not felt. Did it touch you?
Ravel's voice drops, almost bitter.
To this Ravel says I.
That would explain the scars. What about these other tales my skin tells? Yada yada. Battles with fiendish elements? Right, and we've deduced that this is probably like Blood War stuff, you know?
Two fiends butt heads.
Ravel sniffs, as if in contempt.
Their tiny heads filled with ideas of how the planes should be, yet can never be. Or the planes, they would be no longer. Such foolishness.
I'm not certain I understand. What are these other tales my skin tells? Actually, I understand that perfectly. Right, this one is definitely the Blood War. A creature that feeds on others from afar?
No base hungers, do you feel? But far more terrible ones boil beneath your skin. And such a cost.
Hungers? What do you mean?
I know not the nature nor the cause of these hungers, but heed this. Coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-man. There is no saying of what these events will be, not even with Ravel's eyes.
Very well. What are these other tales my skin tells? Okay. And these torments, what are these torments you speak of?
Updated my journal.
A lodestone pulls iron to it, and so do you, my precious half-man. But it is not iron, but tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs.
She makes a sweeping gesture.
Do you not see them in the eyes of those that have traveled here with you?
My companions? What do you mean? No, we've heard this alluded to before. This makes sense. I think this is just getting us, in case we miss some of the exposition and hint dropping, you know? This is getting us caught up.
Do you wish to explain, Gith?
Ravel throws a burning glance at Dakin, tempered with a fanged smile.
Vows may prove tighter than any chain, no? The manacles of a race once enslaved, now a slave again.
Dakin is silent, but his blade shifts at Ravel's words. The blade darkens, the edge sharpening until the karak itself seems to carry a horrible malevolence about it. What's your words, Ravel?
The cog box.
Ravel's gaze drifts to Nordham.
Once it knew only suffering's definition, but now it feels its sting. There is no room for two in the world of ones and zeros, no place for mayhap in a house of trues and falses, and no green with envy in a black and white world.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun. Okay. I like those descriptions of Nordham.
When it discovers how the planes turn, when it discovers the truth behind loyalty and ill logic, more torments will it know.
Ravel, leave my companions alone. I have...
The chattering skull.
Ravel doesn't bother to even look at Mort, as if he is beneath her notice.
Are the quips enough of a shield for what lies buried inside your brain box, Why speak truths when lies suffice?
Mort, what do you mean, Ravel?
The abyssal temptress.
Ravel sneers, her yellowed fangs piercing her purpled lips as she squints at Fall from Grace.
A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Ravel herself. And yet she suffers more than any other. When one turns on their nature, many are the torments that arise from such a betrayal.
Ravel, Grace replies softly, almost cautiously. I've come to terms with my...
You lie, succubus.
Ravel's lips peel back in a snarl.
You lie. Do not dare to lie to me when your heart is a book to me. Every word you spit screams of your torment.
Have a care with your words, Ravel. Enough of this.
Ah?
Ravel gestures at Anna, as if she is for sale upon an auction block.
Look upon the feisty tiefling. Such fiery hair and voice.
Ravel smiles, baring her rows of yellowed teeth.
Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling?
Anna seems paralyzed, her eyes wide as Ravel turns her black veined gaze to her. You can see her trembling, her heart beating fast.
No, I shall not speak of it.
Ravel's voice drops, almost in exhaustion, and the smile fades from her face.
Grown tired of cruelties and torments, Ravel has. The world is a jagged enough place.
She turns to you, her bloody eyes dimmed, and she sighs.
And my precious half-man, for you, the greatest torment of all. Life forevermore. Can it be life cares for you as Ravel does?
She gnashes her yellowed tusks with a horrid, clacking noise.
One so brave, so passionate, So terribly lost. Sad, sad.
Ravel, why did you make me immortal? I must...
A puzzle of bone and skin were you, always. Intriguing, and the most beloved of all who came to me, petitioning, requesting, pleading, pleasing, pleading for help.
Ravel stares hard at you, her black-veined ember eyes narrowing.
So hard to see past the scars, to dig up the man who once was underneath.
Ravel, can you tell me anything about who I once was?
A shadow with substance, a seeking that which casts the light. I know you more and know.
Ravel pauses, her eyes dimming.
No more than I know the nature of any man. Crossed paths have we, a man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation, and an old withered crone, now all imprisoned.
Crossed paths.
Seems it that we are meeting for the first time? No, not.
Ravel seems confused for a moment, then shudders as if throwing off a weight.
Not at all. An echo of a future meeting, this is. Or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing.
So this meeting echoes a meeting in the past.
The now and then very similar. So tangled the now and then is, both mirrored in each other. Once and again, you come afore me with a problem, to challenge me for a solution to an impossibility.
Ravel hisses at you, and her eyes blaze.
Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man.
What was this impossibility I asked you to solve? Ravel doesn't seem to have heard you. She still seems to be in the past, for her eyes dim as if looking far away.
Such fire in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart. Passion to be free. But when freed, the fire in your eyes guttered out. With the separation, your life has shed all meaning, I fear.
Ravel smiles with her yellowed fangs, then clicks them together, as if laughing.
Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and limp your forepaws. Mayhap Ravel will give you another scrap of knowing.
If begging will bring me answers, then I beg you, Ravel. Tell me what you know. I need your help in remembering what happened. I will not beg for your aid, Ravel. I will ask, nothing more. I'm not going to beg you. I don't care that much.
As it ever was for you, you would not bend your knee to me, my precious man.
Oh, I see. It's this conversation, this meeting is an echo. So we're riding both, right? What we're saying here, it had to have echoed, right? So of course she would say that. So no matter what I picked, it would have been an echo of what had come before. Very clever. Ravel, I have many questions I wish to ask you.
Oh, more questions do you have?
Ravel croons softly, but there is an edge to it, as if she's reprimanding you.
But you have already asked so many.
Ravel's black-veined eyes take on a curious gleam.
The time for my questions is now, half-man.
Very well, Ravel. Ask your questions. Ravel, I need a little more information first. Let's see if I can get a little more.
You shall gather no more seeds of knowing from my mind until my questions have been sated. Do not try me on this. There are limits to your preciousness in my eyes.
Very well. I will ask my questions and you will answer, Ravel. I have neither the time nor patience for your questions. Okay, I guess I will submit. Very well.
Know this, and know Ravel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions will I answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart.
Understood. Ask your questions, Ravel. Your rules are fair. Ask your questions, Ravel. Do not threaten me, Ravel. Ask your questions and be done with them. Understood. Ask.
I would know why you traveled here with these others. Know not the place they were traveling to?
They chose to walk this path with me. This question I will not answer, Ravel. Ask another. I tire of your questions, Ravel. It is my turn again. They chose to walk this path with me.
Chose? Ah, a dangerous word. Is it so?
Yes. This is in reference to Dayanara, who we emotionally manipulated, assuming this is the same path that Dayanara came with us.
Yes?
Ravel throws a black-veined glance at Dakin, her voice like an arrow.
Is it choice, Gith? Is it? Or is it a matter of two skies?
Dakin's blade bleeds into a vicious dead black, mirroring his eyes, and to your surprise, the croc edge silently splits into jagged fangs. Ravel, leave him be. I will answer your questions, not them.
What of the cog box?
Ravel turns to Nordum, sneering.
What does it know of choice?
She snaps her fingers like the sound of cracking bone.
There is only obey and obey, Query. What does Nordum define choice? Define choice. The act of choosing, selection, the right or opportunity to choose.
Nordum, stop. This is between Ravel and I. Look, Ravel. Ravel turns to Mort.
Skull, skull, skull.
Ravel clicks her tongue after each word. Her smile widens.
Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel your fear from here. Coming here was not your choice.
Well, I didn't have anything better to do except go to one of the ladies' mazes and meet one of the evilest creatures ever to set foot in Sigil. So I said, sure, why? Mort, be quiet. Ravel, Be quiet. Mort clacks his teeth. Like the hells I will. I think we've listened to this old crone rattle her bone box enough. And now she's got some pair of stones saying I haven't got any skin. So what if I don't? Obviously, the fact she has skin has done wonders for her looks. Does she think I like being naked all the time? And another thing... Mort, cut it out. Ravel, look.
The succubus.
Ravel squints.
Did she have a choice? Mayhap in her smooth-skinned mind of soft silks and hard truths may be choice. But no, a sensate must experience all, and to refuse to come Not a sensate would you be. Still, no choice.
Ravel, enough of this.
The tiefling, the fiery one.
Ravel cackles softly, and her eyes kindle, as if amused.
No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there is little room for choice.
Anna makes no response. Ravel's mere presence seems to have silenced her. Her tail has stopped flicking, however, and her eyes have lost their hard edge. Well, I like that her entire, self-defense mechanisms at every turn for Anna have completely, been obliterated just by bearing witness to Ravel, right? Because she's always so talkative as, a self-defense measure. Her tail flicking is also, part of her personality, I guess. And she uses people noticing her tail, you know? She deliberately will flick her tail to get attention and then knock on people for noticing the tail. Enough with this, Ravel. What other questions did you have?
Shh. There will be time enough for you to speak, my precious man.
Ravel taps a talon against one of her yellowed tusks.
This question next. What do you feel for those that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart?
She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes.
Or are they tools for your will?
Why do you want to know such a thing? Truth, they matter to me. Truth, tools only, nothing more. They follow for reasons of their own, and their skills I will use. My feelings for my companions are a matter between them and I, Ravel. Ask another question, for one that I will not answer. For that one I will not answer. I will not answer that question, Ravel. I tire of your questions, Ravel. It is my turn again. They matter to me? I don't like the idea of answering her question with a question. Truth, they matter to me.
Even the gith?
Ravel's ember gaze falls on Dakin, then slides off to lock with your eyes again.
Speak what he means to you and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be.
Truth, he is my ally. I know him, he is my friend. The gith, I don't really care about him one way or the other. Truth, oftentimes he angers me. I hate him. Truth, he is silent on many things. I don't trust him yet. Truth, he is useful, nothing more. Truth, he seems trustworthy enough. He's loyal, and he fought by my side bravely. Truth, I don't know enough about Dakin yet to say. Truth, well, the first one. He is my ally. I know him. He is my friend.
Ah.
Ravel nods. Then she smiles again, her talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you?
What of the skull?
Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Mort.
Surely he matters not to one such as you? Or does he?
Truth, I like him. He is my friend. The skull, I don't care about him one way or another. He often angers me and is useless in combat. I hate him. To be honest, he's useless in combat. He's been ever since we've been using his Litany of Curses, he's been like the MVP, frankly, for tanking. To be honest, I don't trust him yet. He seems to know much, but he is careful with what he shares. He can be annoying, but he has his uses. He is useful, nothing more. I don't know enough about more to say. He seems trustworthy enough. He's loyal, and he helped save my life in the mortuary. Yeah, he's my friend.
Curious, sir. Or curious. Curiouser. Curious. Her.
Ravel smiles.
Quite the puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind?
I hide nothing.
Ah.
Ravel's voice takes on a threatening weight, and she turns to fall from grace, her red eyes blazing.
And here is the core of it. The abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you? Or is she something else in your eye,
Grace says nothing. She seems to be studying Ravel intently. You are suddenly struck with the feeling Grace is sizing up Ravel for weaknesses. Ravel turns back to you, clacking her yellowed tusks as if in anticipation.
Speak, precious man, but have a care where your words fall.
Truth, I could fall in love with her. I like her. She has many good qualities. I consider her a friend. A succubus, I don't really care about her one way or the other. Her superiority is often hard to stand. I hate her. For a fiend who has lived centuries, she has little to say about her past. I don't trust her yet. She has her uses, nothing more. I don't know her well enough yet. I consider her a friend, yeah. I like her. She has many good qualities. Almost feels if maybe I should have brought Ignis here, and then I would have an answer that was like, yeah, I don't like this guy, you know? I think he's fucked up, and I feel bad about what I did, and I think he's become a monster because of me, you know? Have a bit more of a complicated response. Ravel slides her gaze off of you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Enough of these games, Ravel. Look. Ravel turns, clacks her tusks, then glances at Anna with a sneer.
And what of this slip of flesh? The fiendling, the tiefling with the scarlet hair and the fiery passion. What is she to you, my precious man?
Truth, I could fall in love with her. Truth, I like her company. I consider her my friend. The fiendling, I don't really care about her one way or the other. Her brashness is often hard to stand. I hate her. I think she got the worst of the fiend qualities. I trust her about as far as I can throw her. She has her uses, nothing more. I don't know her well enough yet. Yeah, I like her company. I consider her a friend. She's definitely abrasive, but I don't know. I've known people like that. Ravel glances at Anna, then snorts, her black-veined eyes gleaming.
So be it.
Enough of these games, Ravel. Look.
My next question is this.
Ravel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer.
Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, precious man.
The way to this place is difficult, Ravel. This question I will not answer, Ravel. The way to this place is difficult.
Is the way so hard?
A hint of a smile plays on the corners of her mouth.
Then your visit is precious, and I give thanks.
Have you another question for me?
Ah, yes. The third and last...
Isn't this the fourth one?
And last question is this.
As Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you're suddenly gripped with the terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. Clever. Okay. Very clever to do this, because literally there was another point in the game where we pretty much did this exact thing, and now the game is having me do it. Okay. Echo. What can change the nature of a man?
Nordum has improved.
What can change the nature of a man?
I see you have not forgotten.
Ravel smiles, her yellowed fangs gleaming.
What is your answer?
Truth, I don't know. Love, hatred, power, greed, betrayal, death, regret, age, suffering, success. the planes? You, Ravel. You changed my nature forever. Nothing can change the nature of a man, Ravel. I cannot answer that question. I mean, in a sense, it is Ravel, or it is the nothing can. But I don't think that's true. I mean, what the fuck do we mean, really? Because if we want to get, like, sentimental and all of that, if we mean, like, someone making a personality change, it's any one of these. You know? It could be love can change the nature of a man or anyone. Right? Or hatred could, power, greed, betrayal, death, regret, age, suffering, success. The planes, I guess, yeah. A place could do it. But what the game really wants me to say is either 13, 14, or 15. I feel like I gotta go with 13. It's the most poetic, you know? It fits so well with the theming of everything. It's what she wants me to say. I'm going to give it to her. You, Ravel. As you changed my nature forever.
And that is your answer?
The veins in Ravel's eyes begin to shift slightly, and she gives an evil smile.
Be certain before you say.
It may not be your answer, but it is my answer.
And that is all I wished for, my precious man.
Ravel's smile relaxes.
A simple answer, and in the end, many are the men I have laid low while they sought my answer.
That's it. I thought, more fools they, but isn't it such the way with mortals? That's it? I thought, Ravel cackles.
Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came afore me answered with their answer, but always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. There is no truth in that.
I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. I can only say this. Ravel falls suddenly, strangely silent. She is watching you warily. You never cared about any answer other than mine, ever, did you? Yet still you asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand.
Updated my journal.
Ravel hisses.
Of course your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you think I even cared a fraction of the amount for them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that.
I'm through answering your questions, Ravel. Now you'll answer mine.
Of course. Ever questions, ever questions.
Man, why does Ravel's relationship to me in such a way? I think there's only two ways it could be. Right? Either in the past, which I do not remember, Ravel and I were lovers, or Ravel is in some way family to me. Not necessarily a mother, but in some way family to me. Because we know that Ravel also has a daughter, right? Kai Serene. Why couldn't she have a son? But the real question is, why would the son be subjected to such torment? Maybe because of Ravel. Right? You know, sins of the father, sins of the mother. Okay.
Of course. Ever questions, ever questions.
Why did you make me immortal, Ravel? I have some questions about you, Ravel. Why did you make me immortal?
It's what you wanted, seedling.
Seedling.
And you asked so sweetly. Now, how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution, and your challenge to me.
My solution? But why?
I don't know, seedling. Time has chipped away at my memories as well. It would seem, if you remember, tell me. I'm a curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it in the nature of a man to want to live forever?
Only if what lies on the other path carries greater pain. So said Stacken. The first words he's spoken. Ravel, this is very important. Do you have any idea why I asked you to do it?
Death was a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap, but to do, it is not. Immortality, even with its flaws, was the best solution this withered mind could untangle.
Yet?
Lead is not easily changed to gold, but it is possible. Not the unwise. Ravel, if water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal, peeled back like a sticky film.
So you pulled it off.
The gulf between man and unman is great. You traveled the distance. I provided the means. But you crossed on your own.
Ravel slaps her head and rakes her hand through her hair.
Bad, Ravel. Mortals are too flawed to be made to last. Still they break. They must be dragged kicking and screaming into an unhealthy new mold.
Unhealthy? So the ritual was flawed.
Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the molded. For it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it. Force something into a shape it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was of stronger stuff, but you have been broken.
But I am immortal. Surely that was a success.
You have survived long, immortal one, but you have become the prey of the creature that is life.
She cups her hands and reverses it, forming a canopy with her hands.
The body is but a hut for the soul, but now no one dwells in your hut.
What went wrong with the ritual?
Puzzle-fleshed, broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal man, the ritual was not a finished thing.
Ravel's brow wrinkles and her talons pick at her hair, tugging on a lone strand.
The ritual gave you what you wanted, but... The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. The casting of shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the pain-taking emptiness. These things are dangerous, are in such a fragile vessel. No matter how strong a mortal man, regret them and the ritual do I.
Casting of shadows. Hopefully we can ask all three.
Ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause. The shades, they hate you, Nameless One, for they are fathered by you. Your children, once forsaken, they will never forgive. They will do everything they can to destroy the parent. Such is the way of children.
How do I father shades, these shadows? Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
You cast shadows on existence, Nameless One. With every death, a shadow arises, fresh from the fields of your flesh. They wander for a time, but always they return, looking to murder their parent. Such is the way of many offspring.
Ravel purses her lips in disapproval, then suddenly pokes you in the chest with a talon.
And thankless young men, such as yourself.
Tell me more about this ritual.
The ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs.
Okay, we're back here. The quiet, violent death of the mind?
1,000 deaths, and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in a hard bone shell, difficult to breach, but with no defense against that which eats at it from within.
Tell me more about the ritual. Pain-taking emptiness?
You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell.
She makes her hand into a fist and shakes it.
Rattle, rattle, goes the hollow man. A baby's plaything. You with not but a tiny stone that clatters and clacks in your frame.
Tell me more about this ritual. Well, despite all these problems, it seems like the ritual worked.
Updated my journal.
Do you doubt, Ravel? Of course I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight. and watched you die your first of many deaths.
Ravel clacks her teeth.
Then was I learned in its flaws.
What flaws?
Ego enwraps us like a prison. Forgot I did that it oft-times serves as a shield.
Ravel clicks her tongue.
My pretty, pretty thing. There is much wisdom and understanding in the truth that life is a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die. If we forget such things...
So that's when you discovered I lost my memories when I died.
Yes.
Ravel nods.
Unfortunate. Without the mortality to hold such memories tight, the shell a body is.
So you took my mortality from me. Is it still intact? Ravel seems surprised and alarmed.
Yes. Fear not for a broken mentality. If you are here talking to me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot not be destroyed as long as you exist. You are an anchor of your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so shall it be. Made to last are you.
Ravel smiles and gives a wheezing laugh.
For life swallowed you and spit you out.
It swallowed him, but I don't know if he came out of that end. Enough of this. Look, Ravel, you took my mortality from me, and it has caused more harm than good. I would take it back now, if you had it overlong, I think.
Ah, you make a demand?
Ravel's black-veined eyes sharpen and twist, taking a disturbing awareness, and she bares her yellow fangs.
No. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done.
Ravel, I tire of your word games. I'm not playing with you any longer. Give me back my mortality or I shall kill you. Well, why not?
Ravel cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man. For Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wished to keep them both in my garden, as selfish affection's keepsakes trace the patterns of your flesh. But such things Ravel could not bring herself to do.
Why not?
You loved him.
Anna breaks her silence. She sounds astonished.
You loved him, you did.
That's very funny. Okay. She only just now is okay. Ravel gives a low, wide smile.
Is that so hard for you to believe, fiendling?
She cackles softly to herself.
Does Ravel, being Ravel, and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such a feeling in her black brambled heart?
No creature is undeserving of such a feeling, Ravel. Grace speaks softly. The histories do not paint such a compassionate picture of you, however.
The past is the past, and histories care little for us speaking the truth of it.
Ravel frowns, then her voice drops slightly, threateningly, as she studies Grace.
The feeling brushed me, yes, and now Hold your silvered tongue, abyssal daughter. I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. Enough, Ravel. If you don't have my mortality, where is it? I don't know, sweet thing. But if I were you, I'd get it back. Quick. No telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. Ravel clicks her talons together. It would be holding someone's sweet, succulent soul. A puppet dancing on someone's strings. Would you be? And a most sad puppet too. Know where it is? I do not. Well, it would have been too easy for you to know where it could be found. Looks like I'm off on another hunt. Hold a moment. I mean, it's got to be the Lady of Pain, right? At some point, the Lady of Pain is going to factor into this. Well, it would have been too easy for you to know where it could be found. Looks like I'm off on another hunt. Hold on a moment. You say you don't know where my mortality is. Do you know someone who does know where it is? You know someone who does know where it is? Ravel smiles horridly, her tusks gleaming. Clever you are. Yes, there is another who might know the things that Ravel does not. Another may know? Who? Ravel's eyes dim, as if she is staring at something in the distance. Her voice slows. A fair-skinned one, must you ask? An angel, a deva, one who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands is the architect of horizons. He lies beyond my keeping, in another cage, in another prison. In his knowing is the knowing of what you wish to know. Ask him your questions. Listen to his answers. Use them as guides. Where can I find this angel?
Updated my journal.
Oh, man. 180,000 XP? I think that's the most I've ever gotten.
In leaving this prison to another cursed prison will you arrive. Though it may not appear as such to casual glances, step lightly and find the golden link in the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give you the dark of the matter, and new paths shall open to you.
Delightfully cryptic, though not surprising, thanks. I had other questions for you, Ravel. I had other questions.
Of course. Ever questions.
Tell me again, Ravel. Why did you make me immortal? Is my mortality still intact? Ravel? Who is this who knows where my mortality is again? I have some questions about you, Ravel. Oh, thank goodness we can ask this. Because it got skipped over because I chose the top answer thinking I would be able to ask this. And lo and behold, here we are. We can do it. Okay. I have some questions about you, Ravel.
Yes? Answer your questions. Ask your questions about Ravel, my precious man.
Ravel, who are you? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? What is this place? Why are you imprisoned? The legends claim you are a powerful mage, Ravel. Can you teach me some of the art? I had some other questions concerning my immortality. Thank you for the information you have given me, Ravel. I must leave now. Ravel, who are you? Where did you come from?
I? Ravel am I, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of what cannot be solved, a mind raveling and unraveling until the threads of thought are tied up like knots in a drunken man's hair.
Ravel picks up one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping it around her finger.
It is enough. Enough it is.
But what are you? Some have called you a night hag, whatever that is. Let's say that.
Night hag?
Ravel gives a ghastly smile, her yellowed teeth like needles.
I am but a woman who has sorely missed her beloved creation. Some have named me Crone, Grey Lady, Yaga Sister, Night Hag. But myself is my name, Ravel. Ravel who puzzles well, providing conundrums to decipher and laying impossibilities low. But?
How? So she is like within D&D or Planescape. Yeah, within D&D. What is a night hag relative to, like, I don't know, whatever kind of fucking hag that was in BG3? Right? A Forgotten Realms hag from 5th edition. I'm assuming this is significantly more powerful and fucked up than just like the hag we encountered in that game. Okay, but
many things are said about we Grey Ladies. A race are we, night hags, but an individual am I. Some call us evil of old, stalkers of mortal dreams, the kindly ones, ugly, hideous things, whose homes lie in the dark places of men's minds.
Ravel's eyes narrow to reddish sparks.
But that means nothing to me. What would one such as you call one such as I, pretty thing?
Lie. I would call you beautiful, Ravel. Truth. I would call you ugly. I would say all the descriptions are correct. I mean, you are pretty terrifying. I wouldn't even say ugly. I would say that you're scary, right? I feel like ugly is a little unnecessarily mean. Which, I don't know, maybe, right? If someone said that you were terrifying, that probably is significantly worse. I like the idea of saying that all the descriptions are correct. I'm gonna say that. I would say all the descriptions are correct.
So they are, but they are not your answer. I withdraw the question, old discreet one. No more shall we speak on this.
Oh, I had some other questions. What is this place? Ravel gestures around her.
Once a maze of lifeless stone it was, featureless, but a small black seed was wound in my hair when I came to this place, and it grew, strong amongst the stone, flourishing, until it ran thick throughout the maze, like the unraveling hair of a crone. And so this maze of another becomes my garden.
I had some other questions for you, Ravel. So this is with the black seeds and all of that? That's why I was so keen to describe them to me early on. Why were you imprisoned?
I tried to help a lady, and kindly she did not take to it.
The Lady of Pain. You tried to help her.
My offering of help was unwelcome. I tried to set her free. Sigil is a cage. A city of doors and locks is a prison for her. It must be, mustn't it be? Why else call the city of Sigil the cage? And who is caged? The lady. A prison so small for one so great. Unjustness, wrongness, intolerable to torment a woman thusly.
I think I know who should be in a cage.
I tried to break the cage. Let the lady go free.
She makes a shooing motion, her expression becoming pained as she scatters invisible birds.
Shoo, shoo, oh pained woman. Let Sigil's ring be broken, so you might fly far from its filthy streets and the stupid Dabus that dare not speak in words for fear their thoughts would be overheard.
Ravel's hands slowly stop their shooing motion, and she gives a slow sigh. Go on.
Before I could finish, I have found myself here, and my memories none the better for the trip. Much has slipped away, much forgotten. Yes, it was. Was?
Ravel smiles with her yellowed teeth.
The dwindling of memory has become a comfort to these old bones. Much have I forgotten. I am fortunate in that I still remember you.
Ravel, but why did you try to free the Lady of Pain from Sigil?
Updated my journal.
Ravel's voice drops, almost reprimanding.
I resent anyone, even a power, being imprisoned, and think that everyone, whether stones, shores, or quiet, bladed ladies, should be free. Some have said more fool I. Why risk such a thing, they said.
I agree. I would have let the lady lie in her cage. I think you did the right thing trying to free her, Ravel. Lie. I think you did the right thing trying to set her free, Ravel. I can't make a judgment call on whether it was a good thing. I don't hardly know the first fucking thing about the Lady of Pain. Is that what you were trying to do when I met you so long ago? Were you trying to set me free? Ooh, let's say that.
Quite possibly quite. Life's chains and fear of death may have gripped too tightly on the man I knew then.
Ravel picks at one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping it around her finger.
No liking for chains and cages does Ravel have.
So I was caged somehow, or chained. Sounds to me as if your memory is stirring, Ravel.
Yes.
Ravel blinks for a moment, and her black, veined eyes become duller, as if she has been struck with a heavy weapon. Her talon tightens around the gray hair so tightly it looks like she's about to tear it from her skull.
Mayhap you were trapped, but it was no normal cage that held you.
You have any idea what held me?
Updated my journal.
Ravel looks confused, and her face twists as if she is fighting an unpleasant thought.
I have forgotten. Mayhap a promise? No.
Her finger tightens around the gray hair, And to your surprise, there is a snap, like a twig breaking, and Ravel tears the hair from her head. A trickle of black blood worms from beneath her skull cap, and she hisses in anger. Ravel, are you all right? Oh, she gave it to me. 90k XP.
No more, will I say.
Ravel's face wrinkles in pain. The talon covered with the blood-tipped gray hair, even plucked from her head, looks jagged and stiff.
I do not know, and no knowing shall I share.
She stares down at the gray hair wrapped around her talon, and then she hisses and flicks it to you.
Take this, and leave the past where it lies, half-man.
Very well, Ravel. Then there's nothing more to be said on the matter. I had some other questions. The legends claim you are a powerful mage, Ravel. Can you teach me some of the art? Ravel frowns disapprovingly, her bluish skin twisting like a rag.
Does Ravel know the art? Is your mind gone away of the mortality? A thing all up and lost. I have forgotten more of the art than you shall...
She jabs you with one of her talons.
Ever?
She jabs you again. No. Can you teach me some of the art then? Ravel snorts.
Ha! I will not be sharing my knowledge with none but a true practitioner and no other, and nothing will bend me on this, not even you.
Beautiful Ravel, I ask only that you teach some of your ways. I ask nothing more than a glimpse into the vast well of knowledge that you no doubt possess. Fuck it, let's say that.
Flatterer, and yet your words warm me.
Ravel's voice changes, alternating in pitch, like someone plucking a stringed instrument.
Much have I learned, tending this garden. Charms and incantations, distilled from the barbs.
She begins to hum slightly to herself.
Rhyming, swaying ways of the consonants, constants, and motions that bring the briars to your aid. Listen, the branches will speak of it.
Close your eyes and listen. 60k. As you close your eyes and listen, a great trembling passes through you, as if dozens of barbed snakes were burrowing beneath your flesh. When your eyes open, within your palm are several strange black barbed seeds. You have no idea how it got there. Ravel is watching you carefully.
Take the seeds. Learn from them.
Very well. I had other questions for you. Oh shit, I got a lot. Okay. Do I have other questions concerning my immortality? No. Okay, thanks for the information you've given me, Ravel. I must leave now.
Hold?
Ravel's voice drops to a low hiss, like that of a serpent.
The most important question you have yet to ask, my precious man. Has it occurred to you yet?
Yes, I need to know how to leave this place. Do you know the answer to this question?
I know the branchings of this place, the twistings and bendings and burrowings. Though there are no leaves here, one may take their leave when they wish it.
So you do know how to leave?
Wrap your hands about you like branches. Make them encircle your chest like a cage. Step from the edge of the maze into the darkness, and into another cage your body shall go. A simple leaving, but there is no return when that final step is taken. So take heed and take what you need before you take the step.
Which of the edges of the maze do I leave by?
Which? A question posed to the witch. Which? One of the edges knows not I, the remembering of which has failed me, and the edges of the maze have had little to say on the matter.
You've known how to leave all this time, then why don't you leave?
Why stay when one can leave? Is your question to me?
Ravel breaks into a crooked smile, displaying a row of fangs.
I turn the question upon its head and send it scurrying back to you. The answer lies not in staying or leaving, but in the causes and reasons, my precious half-man.
You don't want to leave?
It is not a want, a once want, but not a now want, and more, a knotted want. What do I need that lies beyond my brambled walls? It is a cruel, jagged world beyond the edges of this maze, and Ravel has pulled enough of its shards from her skin.
Very well. Thank you, Ravel. I must bid you farewell. As you are about to utter your farewell, you suddenly feel a crawling sensation, and you notice that Ravel's black, veined eyes have taken a strange, predatory fire. You're not going to let me leave, are you, Ravel? Thank you, Ravel. I must bid you farewell. You're not going to let me leave, are you?
A perceptive question, yet it is not the real question.
Ravel's voice takes on a strange whisper. Very sad. It sends a faint echo through your mind.
The question is, do you wish to leave me, half-man?
I have to. It's important that I find out all I can about myself, and there is much more I need to know. I do not wish to be trapped in this place, Ravel. It is your home, not mine. I do not want to be trapped in this maze. Do I intend to leave? Yes. Yeah, it is your home, not mine. I don't want to be here.
No. Know this.
Ravel raises a taloned finger as if warning you.
No, it is our home, my precious half-man. 2 immortals shall we be in this black brambled garden, and I shall keep you safe from the plains.
I think you know not what you say, Ravel. I feel like she does, and I don't know what she's saying. There is a terrible shimmering in the air around Ravel, and the sound of snapping twigs and cracking tree limbs, and the horrid sound of trees bending and splintering. What? Ravel's lips peel back, and her voice becomes shrill, like a howling wind.
What do you know of knowing, half-man? Know this. No, you will stay here until the end days in my brambled garden, never to leave, and you shall love me, as you were meant, as you promised.
I will not, Ravel. Do not threaten me. I will leave this place. Ravel, calm down. I need to leave, but I shall return. Don't... Let's try to appease her. Ravel, calm down. I need to leave, but I shall return. Don't... I mean, I could return.
I shall not let you leave. I have the power to keep you here, and I shall use it. My black-barbed maze shall not allow you to travel beyond it while I live, my precious, precious man. Ravel, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. Allow me passage and I shall return to visit you. You do not need to be alone in this place. So the only way I can leave is when you're dead. Very well, mayhap it is you who have made a mistake by underestimating me, crone. Ravel, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. Allow me passage and I shall return to visit you. You don't need to be alone in this place. Return? Return, as you claimed you would so long ago. No, no, you shall not lie to Ravel twice. No more centuries will I wait for you. Ravel's lips peel back, and her talons seem to grow into fiendish claws. Here in my garden you will stay, and wander the plains you will no longer. Ravel, calm yourself. There's no need for this.
You have forgotten your place, half-man. Humility is in order.
Ravel, don't do this.
Updated my journal.
Portal detected.
Attend me, my pet.
Okay, well. Can I do a save right here, right now? The shit, okay. Huh. Fuck. Can I not kill her? Can I attempt to not kill her here?
Portal detected.
All right.
What? Fight that.
Done.
Oh shit, there are a bunch everywhere. There are so many of them. Okay.
What's up, Chief? Imbecile.
All right.
What's the word? Good as done.
I hear your words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this seems like a good enough time for this. Why not?
There cannot be two skies. I will hear you.
Okay.
What's up?
And let's get a little taunt going again.
Stupid yabo.
Stupid
Sure, why not?
yabo.
Sod.
I think processing. I'll wait. Processing.
Yeah, okay. You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. An ass.
Nordum,
But a
affirmative.
perfectly good waste of arms and legs. Huh? Sure, why not?
The Karak sings
Packet
true.
drop by your command.
See, I'm wondering, like, if there's a unique way we can resolve this more peacefully
What?
by
Sure, why
being
not?
cautious about this.
Error. Error.
What's up? Okay.
Maximally efficient strike.
All right.
What's the word? Good as done.
Maximally efficient strike.
May my face lend me strength.
Yeah, well, that went pretty well. Ah, I was able to get the quick save off. Okay, I've got the seeds, Ravel's gray hair. This is one of Ravel's long gray hairs. It's so old, it looks like her normally gray hair is turning an even wider shade of gray. It must be a few feet long, and it looks pretty tough to boot. Black barbed seed. Allows user to copy Black Barbed Curse into their spell book. Okay. These malevolent seeds contain a portion of the Black Barbed Maze within themselves. Their power is activated when the seed is hurled at the ground in front of an opponent. When the seed strikes the ground, it sprouts into black-barbed black branches that tear hungrily into the victim's body. Each seed contains only one such curse. 6, one for each party member. Let's get levels going real quick. There we go. 3 HP, 1 from con. +1 to bow. Fighting skills improve 10 HP and 4 HP from con. Great. Okay.
Done.
So is Ravel still there? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, can I still escape? Ooh. Yeah, let me just quick load back. Right, let's just get back here. Is there a way in which I could actually, like, get out of here for real? There's that fucking thing right there. That don't seem too good.
Portal detected.
I'm probably gonna have to kill her. Okay. Sure, well, let's do it. Casting it on Mort. Ooh, but the AoE gets me as well.
What's up?
Yes, a pleasure.
Yeah?
Afraid by the half-man.
Think I got her. Ooh. Ooh. Some of them look different now. Yeah, these are like new, probably super-powered versions. Okay, well, I should definitely be taking this stuff, right? Good. Move this stuff over here like so. Okay. And then I will pick up these items. Scroll of Black Sphere, Ravel's Fingernail. I wonder if there was a way to resolve that peacefully with her.
Huh?
Maybe if we had, like, higher charisma. Fiendish Eye. Okay, we should probably ID these things later when we're not in deep doo-doo.
Shiawase. Shiawase.
So how the hell do we get out? Maybe it's one of these items I picked up, actually. Okay, well, fair enough then. I'm going to use one of these Charms of Infinite Recall then. Unless, can you ID them? Fiendish Eye? No. Well, here. Dakin has at least one ID. The Fiendish Eye of Kalimdar. Minor artifact special +2 charisma. -1 wisdom. Oh. Plus 5% resist to fire, magical fire, gas attacks, cold, and magical cold. A well-known and respected fiend from the lower planes, Kalimdar was a member of the fated faction in Sigil. His businesses were spread far and wide, and it was said he had a glittering touch for every enterprise he undertook was successful. He planned carefully, took few risks, and prospered. Occasionally, he was forced to collect on debts, which could be bloody undertakings, but in the end, he always received his payments. One day, one of his debtors came to Kalimdar, and told him he could not settle his debt with coin, but would provide something of greater worth, if the fiend was interested. The man was a hedge wizard of little power, but he claimed he knew the ways of blessing a businessman's eye so that no opportunity would ever escape his sight. Kalimdar, both greedily and intrigued, agreed to accept the enchantment as payment. It worked too well, as perhaps the wizard had intended. Kalimdar's enchanted eye soon saw opportunities everywhere, too many to be exploited, and many others the fiend did not know how to take advantage of. What his blessed eye saw, his hands made broken. Every opportunity he tried to take advantage of, his ineptitude mangled. His businesses fell apart. His financial empire crumbled. He soon found himself in debt to his fellows, who had little sympathy for their former competitor. Kalimdar, unable to bear his reversal of fortune, finally plucked the offending eyeball from his socket and placed it within a cube of glass upon his mantelpiece. Then one day, the eye simply vanished. It is said the eyeball itself saw a better opportunity as a free agent, but this has never been proven. When placed within an empty eye socket, not only does the fiendish eye grant the wearer a trace of Kalimdar's fiendish immunities, it also grants the wearer a bonus to their dealings with others, allowing them to thread their way through a conversation and take what they need. Still, the blinding array of opportunities the eye presents to the wearer blinds him to the opportunities he does take, reducing how much he learns from his experiences. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to lose out on wisdom. I do have a lot of it. It would get me to 20 whiz and 16 charisma, so maybe I should. What's my current one do? It's pretty good. I guess I should use it. Yeah. Because I had an odd wisdom score anyway. Black Barbed Charm. Invokes Black Barbed Shield. This is a string of black barbed seeds linked together by one of Ravel's long gray hairs. This is one of Ravel's improvised charms. When the string of seeds is sliced in the right spot, the necklace unravels around the caster, surrounding the user with a black barbed shield that will help protect them from attacks and will also damage anyone attempting to harm the caster. Ravel's fingernail. Oh, is it a dagger? This twisted fingernail of extruded night hag's skin. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, that's what a fingernail is. Okay. Has got to be one of the ugliest things you have ever seen. Its mottled green, red, and black surface is almost a foot long, and it seems like it was used alternately as a scratching aid, nose-picking tool, and gardening trowel. Looking at it makes you wish that Ravel did chew her nails, or at least had a nail file with her in the maze. Oh shit, I'll have to use the scroll. It's an edged weapon, 2 to 7 piercing, special 2 to 12 poison, enchanted +2, Thaco +2, speed 1, it's super fast. I don't think anybody can use it. Yeah, it would just be me. I guess I'll equip it. Sure. Okay.
I think awaiting order.
Let's see here. So how do we get out of here?
All right.
One of the edges, it said? Oh shit, they're coming over to me. Greater shadow. How much greater are they? Let's give it a test.
There is nothing I
9
can do.
damage, barely injured. Okay. Yeah, they're still
All
not
right.
too tough. 1k XP, but what's 1k XP nowadays?
There is nothing I can do.
It is immune to Grace's touch, though. But everybody else seems to be able to deal damage, thankfully. Is there a way in which I can upgrade her touch? I don't know.
Portal detected.
Oh. The space beneath this brambled arch seems to show a large desert city surrounded by great walls. This must be the prison Ravel mentioned. Fold your arms like a cage and leap through the portal. Leave the portal alone. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should hold off. We're getting a little long in the tooth here with this video. Let me just kill these things. And then we'll do it.
Did you see that?
Okay.
Damn it.
There is nothing I can do.
Done.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I guess I'll go over here. Alright, well, I think we'll call it for now. Holy shit, an extra long video here, this. When next we return, I guess we're going to some sort of fucking desert place, right? We had a lot happen. We got to finally meet Ravel. We're finally unraveling the real mystery at the heart of this. We kind of already knew a lot of Ravel. It seems like she was just in love with the main character, with the Nameless One. I don't know, I was open to, right? We already had introduced that she had a daughter. I wonder if we can go back and talk to her at some point, the daughter. I don't know. Regardless, we're eventually getting to the mystery of the Lady of Pain, about breaking her out of the cage, and sort of my weird relationship with all of this. And why did I want immortality? Why in particular did I want that? And what was it about me that Ravel found so pretty and amazing, right? Why did, you know, so many other people apparently had come to her. Why did she give me immortality? What still was unique about the Nameless One? Answers which hopefully will eventually come to light. Right? Maybe we'll find some of Ravel's memories elsewhere. Anyway, when next we return, we're going through a portal into a desert. Right? Until next time, please take care of each other.